DJ. Hey DJ. Hey DJ. All right, y'all give it up for DJ Ness Nice. Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't know about y'all, but I love to come in on some theme music, and I encourage each of you, you don't have to be a speaker, you don't have to be somebody in the public eye, have some theme music in your life, a soundtrack, if you will, for certain moments in your life. I definitely have some of those. Before I go any further, Laquetta, thank you. Truly, I am honored, I am humbled. Out of everyone in the whole entire universe that you could have asked to be up here tonight, you asked me. I feel chosen, I feel seen. I never take that lightly. Thank you so much. And I also want to say before I get started, congratulations. Look at this room. Look at everything that you've done. Please join me in congratulating our sister. Stand to your feet if you feel it appropriate. Stomp your feet, clap your hands, run up on her and give her a high five. Let her know that we love her, we support her, we embrace you, we see you. This is a big deal. You are a big deal, sis. Congratulations. Also, just thank you for having me here. Thank you for including me. I never take that lightly. So yes, my name is Tamika Otis. I am Vice President, Corporate Responsibility and Community Relations Officer for KeyBank in the Capital Region and Central New York markets. And I have to say it's been the honor of my professional career to be in this position. It's not lost on me the unique opportunity that I have to impart influence and advocacy into spaces, particularly as a woman of color, because there was a time when someone who looked like me could never do the work that I do, and I never take that lightly. I'm also very grateful to say that at KeyBank, I'm part of teams where I do feel like my voice is amplified, where I do feel seen and heard and valued, and I also don't take that lightly. But even more than that, I'm grateful to be doing the work that I do in two communities that I hold so dear to my heart. Some of you may know my story, but I moved to Syracuse back in 2003 from Philadelphia. But my time here in the Capital Region started in 2005 when I was a director for the Job Corps program. So I've spent a lot of years pouring my time, talent, treasure, tears into this community. I've been loving on this community for a little bit more than 2 decades now, and you all have been loving me back. So when you see me on the TV or you see me out in the community, just know that you are a great part of my story. There are some of you here that have been a part of my journey. You have encouraged me, you have inspired me, you have loved me back like I'm from here, and I'm not, but I appreciate all of you. I would not be the woman that I am today without this community, so thank you. But can I be honest? It's not as much important to me that you all know what I do or who I am, as much as it's important to me that you know whose I am. See, very often I'm called to talk about entrepreneurship and philanthropy and building inclusive ecosystems and small business and entrepreneurship. And if you know anything about me, those are things that I'm very, very passionate about. But what I'm most passionate about is doing God's will for my life. I represent Him first. So I can't stand up here and represent Him without first acknowledging Him. So let me say, first, giving honor to God, who is the head of my life. I am everything because of Him. I am nothing without Him. He is my one true thing, the only absolute in my life. And if I know anything in my life, I know that titles can change, positions can go away, platforms can pivot, but your identity, that is foundational, and my identity is truly rooted in God and His will for my life. So again, tonight's theme is legacy, but we can't talk about legacy without talking about identity. But before I get started, let me just say, I don't have a lot of time up here with you tonight, so I'm coming in fast and fierce. I'm coming in hot. Somebody turn to your neighbor and say, she's coming in hot. She's coming in hot. She's coming in hot. Now, I also see some of you looking at me a little bit funny, and that's okay. You're probably thinking, she's acting different. I have never seen her act like this before, and that's probably because you've never seen me in this capacity. You've only seen me in a different capacity. So no, I'm not acting funny at all. I'm just standing here in the fullness of who I am. I'm not acting different. The assignment is different, and this moment requires all of me. So here's the truth. When you're unclear about your identity, you will always be vulnerable in your purpose. And when your purpose is compromised, then your legacy is at risk. Clearly defined, legacy is what remains because you survived, because you lived. It's what continues to breathe, move, and multiply after you leave a room. Identity informs purpose, and purpose gives birth to legacy. When we don't know who we are, we start to take on other people's definitions of us. We start to compare ourselves to others, and then we start internalizing doubt. There's another song that I use for theme music. It's by Alicia Keys. Some of you may know it. It's called Nobody. It's on one of DJ Khaled's albums. And she starts off the song with a line that I love so much. She says, I just got back from where they said I couldn't get back from. I just got back from where they said I couldn't get back from. And she's not talking about coming back from a vacation. She's not talking about a place in terms of location. She's talking about a circumstance. She's talking about a condition, places where people counted us out, wrote us off, told us we would never get back from that condition, told us we weren't good enough, we weren't strong enough, you're not connected enough, you're not degreed enough. And in those places, disbelief began to become our dominant inside voice. But I'd like to offer for your consideration tonight that lie is strategic. As the elders would say, it's a trick of the enemy. Because he only comes to kill, steal, and destroy. He always has a plan, an attack, or a scheme. And the most damaging one is this: to get you to doubt who you are so that you abandon why you're here. That is an attack on your legacy. Now let's be honest. There's a lot of noise right now. A lot of uncertainty. A lot of heaviness. If we look around the world, hope feels fragile, distant even, and the future feels unclear, maybe even scary. And we get to sit with that. We can sit with that for a moment, but just for a moment, because here's what I know. For something new to be built, something has to be destroyed. For something stronger to emerge, something has to crumble. And that's not just talking about the world. That's talking about all of us. So don't despise the heavy seasons. Don't run from the inward moments and the periods of isolation. Don't fear the times that force you to question who you are, because it is in that self-reflection, that pruning, that roots you so deeply in your identity that you become fixed and firm in your convictions, steadfast and unmovable, despite the tide, despite the noise, despite the doubt, steadfast and rooted in your identity, so you are never moved. Whether you know it or not, legacy is growing inside of you. It is indeed alive. And I would like to believe that on the days that you want to give up, legacy will whisper to you, oh no, not today. We still have more to do. I hope that legacy pricks you. I hope that it convicts you. I hope that legacy pokes you, because legacy knows something you might forget on the hard days, and that is that none of this was ever just about you. It's about the people who will come after you. Your children and your children's children, your godchildren, your nephews, your nieces. It's about the children who needed your work, who needed your example, who needed your smile, your sacrifice, and indeed who needed your testimony, because how you show up positions them to be their best selves and then to be intentional about their legacy. Now, we can't talk about the people who come after us without also talking about the people who came before us. People who prayed and never saw the fruit, but died hoping that you would. People who endured so that we could stand. People whose hands are still on our back. And because of that, no, We don't get to play small. We don't get to squander our legacy. We don't get to disrespect the ancestors that paved the way for us. We don't get to lay down and just let life happen. Every time you find yourself complaining about what you have to do, I need you to stop just for a moment and remind yourself, it's not that you have to or you got to, you get to. You get to learn, you get to lead, you get to serve, you get to choose. So many who came before us didn't have that option, so how dare we decide not to? I have a mentor, her name is Miss Gwen Weber McLeod, and she says, I wanted to see my legacy in motion while I was still in the land of the living. Legacy is not just about what people say after you're gone. Legacy is about showing up right now. And that's what LaQuetta did, isn't it? Yeah. So her legacy is not just about Practice the Perfect Training Center. It's not just about her newly formed nonprofit, Sowing Seeds to Success. It's not even about becoming a New York State licensed school. All of those things are tremendous accomplishments, but it's about the opportunities she's creating. It's about the people who will be trained and then the people that they will touch. It's about the generations who will walk on paths that she cleared. That is legacy in motion. Now, some of us, we've got it a little bit twisted. We're confusing legacy with fame. Fame is about visibility. Legacy is about impact. Fame is loud and it's flashy. Legacy is deep and it's rooted. Fame asks, do they know your name? But legacy asks, did their life change because you were here? Legacy is not reserved for the famous. It belongs to the faithful, to the consistent, to the intentional. Fame fades, but legacy, legacy lives. I often say this. I am the manifestation of my ancestors' wildest dreams, and so are you. Each and every one of you, every decision you make, every act of courage, every seed that you sow is writing a story that will be told about you. It's building your legacy. You are not just living a life. You are becoming an ancestor. And I invite you to embrace, you are not just thriving for yourself. You are making space for those who come after you to live their wildest dreams. You are clearing paths. You are breaking cycles you didn't even start so that those who come after you will not have to carry them. You are answering prayers you didn't even pray. You are becoming the example that someone will one day point to and say, because she or he didn't quit, I believed that I could. That's legacy. That's how generations change. So I will leave you with this tonight, and it's something that, again, my mentor, Miss Gwen, would often challenge us with. When you are considering your legacy, not someday, not tomorrow, not later, but right now, I hope that you will answer this question, because we all have a very important decision to make. What kind of ancestor will you be? Thank you.
I just got back from when I said I couldn't get back from it. And I thank God that I made it. It's a surprise that I made it. Heart is like diamonds keep blinding their faces. I wonder how I keep finding these places.